Okay, hey guys, thank you for taking the time to be on this call tonight. My name is Rachel Binig Tevis. That's a lot of names, I know, but that's me. And I am most everybody on this call's double diamond upline. So that's who I am. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm 25. I've been in this business since February of 2015. So 3 years last month. And that is who I am. And I'm just gonna, how do you even dive into something like this? I'm just gonna talk, okay? So this is what I need from you. I just want you to listen. Everything that I say may not apply to you. Everything that comes out of my mouth isn't necessarily going to apply to you, but I can promise you at some point it will. So that's why, just listen, just absorb it. If you don't get it yet, if it doesn't apply to you, that's okay. But everything I'm going to say at some point will apply to you or your business. So all of you here obviously are a part of It Works. Congratulations. Woo, you're here. So that means that you are at least the rank of distributor. Congratulations, here you are. That means if you have never reached the rank of Emerald, that you're eligible for this $5,000 Emerald bonus. You might still not know what exactly that means. You might, just be overwhelmed, confused, and that's fine. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, that's fine. I'm not going to sit here and explain the $5,000 Emerald bonus to you because you can find, we already made a video about this I can give you. You can go into your eSuite and click documents and read about the $5,000 Emerald bonus. You have access to that. So I'm not going to tell you things you have access to. We're all better than that. We're all smarter than that. So, but this bonus, you're probably like, oh my gosh, there's this bonus. I'm going to try to get it. It's $5,000. I could do XYZ with that. That's great. And then maybe you've reached the point where you're like, oh, this is hard. I can't just, sign up and go Emerald. I didn't just sign up and, 30 customers and 12 distributors didn't just jump in. Okay, so if that's where you're at, if you've been feeling frustrated, if you've been feeling like this is impossible, if you've been feeling overwhelmed, if you have said the phrases, this is impossible, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm not getting enough help. There was another one I had, it was a good one. Just, any phrase with the word I can't. What I'm about to say is for you. If you've been on one of my Zoom calls before, you've probably heard me say this before. It's still relevant. The only way you are going to change your situation, your circumstances, your life, is if you change your attitude. This applies to everything, not just It Works. If all you do is say, this is hard, I can't do this, I'm trying. If those are what you're putting out into the universe, I just had to spray my dogs with a spray bottle. If those are the vibes you're putting out, why would anybody want to join your team? Why would anybody want to do what you're doing? Because I wouldn't. If I was friends with someone on Facebook or Instagram and all they did was bitch, I wouldn't want to follow them. I wouldn't want to be like them. And I for sure wouldn't want to join their team. Why would I want to join a team? You're already on it and your life sucks. Why? No. So okay. Another thing about me, I'm a direct person. I am blunt, I am straightforward, and I don't hold the punches. So you may feel like you got beat up a little bit right now. And I'm here to tell you that you're okay. You're going to make it. Promise. So what if that is you? What if I just said those things and you're like, dang it, I'm trying not to swear. Dang it. She was just talking to me. And I promise you, this is not aimed at one person. There are 5 to 10 people, sometimes the same people, sometimes different people, who message me or text me or I see in the chat a day who, you know, this has been said. So I'm not just like, hey, today someone said this and I'm just gonna come at them on the Zoom call. No, I know this can apply to some of us, at least a little bit, or maybe a lot of it. So if you just heard what I said, if you're the person who's been saying, I'm trying, you know, I'm a mom, or I work a full-time job, I'm doing everything I can. Does doing everything you can look a lot like posting when you remember, messaging 5 people if it's convenient? I don't know, just doing nothing and thinking the magic money tree is just going to start raining down dollars at you? If that's what trying looks like, then we have a different definition. Okay? So now that we're on the same page with definitions, if you're trying, you wouldn't be complaining. Because if you were trying, you would be seeing some kind of positive result. Be that your followers growing, be that enrolling customers and distributors, be that making new friends on social media, be that finding people who want to make money with you. You would be seeing, if you were truly trying, if you were truly posting consistently, not just about it works, but your life, if you were truly growing your followers every hour by 10 people, 5 people, as long as you're doing it consistently, you would be seeing some kind of positive result. So if you come asking for help, and not just me, one of your uplines, and then maybe another one, and maybe you need to hear it from a third because you're still confused, tells you, okay, you're having trouble enrolling, like let's figure out what the issue is. Are you posting consistently? Are you following? Are you messaging people? Are you posting high quality pictures? If I'm sure that, like, if you've asked for help, you've probably been asked these questions. And if you haven't, I'm sorry. You can message me and I'll ask you these questions. If you're being asked all these questions and you're saying, yeah, I'm doing that. Here's the thing. You're either lying and you're not doing that, or you're doing it wrong. Those are our 2 options. So we'll probably like kind of ask you those questions again, or then try to be like, sorry, I just had to push my cat off the table. Like, I don't know why everybody's so obsessed with me. I live here. It's not exciting. So then we're probably going to be like, well, you know what? You could post like this way, or maybe you could message more or follow more. And, you know, like, so we're like, when we say these things, we're trying to like help you figure out what the disconnect is, because it's somewhere. I promise you, if you're growing your followers every day, if you're posting consistently, and if you are messaging, you will at least have potentials. A lot of people will tell you no, but you'll have a lot of maybes, or let me think about it. Maybe they didn't fully commit, but you'll at least have potentials. That is for sure. So this is the part where I once again say, you may feel like I just called you out. You may feel slightly offended. You may feel overwhelmed. That's okay. You're going to make it. I promise. I promise you're going to be okay. So how do we fix it? Are you kidding? The one squeaky toy left in the house, y'all. She found it. So how do we fix this? If this is you, if you're feeling lost, overwhelmed, you've asked for help, someone has told you, like, given you tips, and you've said either I'm trying and then I like told you you really weren't, or you're trying and, you know, it's just something is disconnecting. Here's how we fix it. We make sure, like I said, that our definitions of trying are the same. When you say I'm trying, is that a cop-out? Is that what you're saying because you think it'll get someone, off your case, or you won't have to talk about it anymore, or it's easier than saying, yeah, I'm just not actually putting in any effort, because that would be real. So take responsibility for yourself. If you are here, you're over the age of 18 years old. In America, you're an adult. Woo! You can buy cigarettes. Don't do that. You'll get cancer. But you're an adult. Therefore, you should take responsibility for yourself and your actions. And you should be able to be honest with other people, but most importantly, you should be able to be honest with yourself. So if you're comfortable saying, I'm trying, I'm doing my best, I'm doing everything I can, and that means you're not doing anything, you need to get honest with yourself. You need to get right with yourself. You gotta learn how to be honest. I don't care if you lie to me. Lie, go ahead. I've heard it all. If you can come up with something original to tell me, I might be impressed. But over the past 3 years, I've heard every excuse. I've heard every reason that someone can't do this. And I promise you, every time I can't do this because of this, that's someone else's, I'm going to do everything I literally can because of this. Some people say, I can't do this, I lost my job. Other people say, I have to do this, I lost my job. Some people say, I can't do this, I'm busy. The people who are succeeding are saying, I am so busy and I don't want to be this busy anymore. I'm going to do something that for right now makes me busier, but in the long run, it's going to mean I get to choose what I do when I do it. Do you get what I'm putting out there? See a few nods. Everybody else, you might be like, and that's okay. I can offend you. This might make you uncomfortable. This might, overwhelm you. But if you are not seeing enrollments, if you are not seeing your business move forward, the reason why is you. You either have not been posting consistently, you have not been growing your followers, you have not been messaging, or all of the above. Option D. Usually it's option D. But like I said, we're all grown-ups. So this is the part where I say, first of all, I've done that. I joined in February of 2015. So I'm not just yelling at you do better, do this, do that. I'm saying this because I've done it all. Please learn from me instead of doing it yourself and wasting time. So let me just pull up my little eSuite guy here. Can you go scratch somewhere else, please? Brad, can you move these creatures, please? They're all over me. Holy moly, they are all over me. And to log into eSuite. If I was an organized person, this would have already been done. But no. That's an original song by myself. Okay, so I joined in February of 2015. Let's take a journey back to 22-year-old Rachel. She was a jerk off. She had just graduated college and she thought she had all the answers and she thought she didn't need mommy or daddy's money and she thought a lot of bullshit is what she thought. And then life gave her a swift kick in the ass and said, surprise, here's what bills are. It sucked pretty bad. 22-year-old Rachel, it was rough. So 22-year-old Rachel was like, wow, this really frickin' sucks. I live in my parents' attic. Can you take their collars off, please? I live in my parents' attic. I have a king-size bed. The wallpaper is from I kid you not, 1950, and my dad wouldn't let guests go in there because he thought there was asbestos. But that was my room. You know, guests can't go in there, but his firstborn, that was totally fine. So that's where I lived. I worked a nanny job 50 hours a week for two people who I think actually hated me, and maybe themselves and their own children. So that was awesome. 55 hours a week, and I was making $400. No taxes taken out because that would be legal. I worked for some jerks. So 400 divided by 55. Rachel was making under minimum wage. Woohoo, slave labor, y'all. And I lived in an attic and I had no extra money. So 2 weeks of my pay covered my student loan payment. The third week of pay covered my car payment. And the fourth week was this fun $450, which didn't even cover like food, face wash, body wash, and like nothing. I had no dollars. None of them. So then I see an acquaintance posting about wraps and I'm like, interesting. I have no dollars, but I should buy a box of wraps. So I did, because I'm really smart. But I tried them and they worked. So then my next paycheck, when I had that extra $450 and I was balling, I joined. And this is a quote I've heard from Tiffany Herr, I was ignorance on fire. I got good wrap results. I saw instant results. I knew it worked. And I was just like, hells yeah. Look at my stomach, everyone. Strangers, friends, mom's friends, cousins, uncle who I kind of know. Look at my stomach. Woo! Like, I didn't care. I knew it worked. And the pictures showed that it worked. So I got like a lot of people to join pretty quick because they were like, dang, look at that. So February, I enrolled some customers. It was super cool. 2015, guys, we're in 2015. I'm still 22. So let's get around to Rachel's first paycheck. What did I get? It's a mystery. I actually know the number, but I'm going to try to redo the exact number because I'm trying to really give you some numbers here. Rachel's first paycheck, February 2015. $90, 90 US dollars. And I was like, yeah, I got 5 people I know to sign up, or, you know, customers, maybe 6. I think it was like 10, whatever. And I made $90. But I was like, hey, I almost made my money back. Cool. That's awesome. The next month, I got 2 distributors and I promoted to executive. And I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but this is cool. March of 2015, so 1 month later, I went from $90 to $196. I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm making more money. This is cool. The next month, I found out about this bonus, and I read the rules, and like my leaders didn't even know. Like, they told me I wasn't eligible, and I was like, I think I am. I'm gonna try to get it. So then in April of 2015, my paycheck was $754. Did you guys hear that? 3 months. I went from $90 to $196 to $754. What could you do with $754 extra dollars? Because I promise you, I had no freaking idea what I was doing. I was just excited. I was posting. I was messaging people. And I was helping them sign up. That's like as much as I had figured out. But I made $754 plus fast starts that month. So I was like, okay, woo, Rachel. The next month it was $779 because I like got that bonus and didn't really do anything. So I thought like, oh, I'm making it now. Woohoo. So I made $779. And then VitWorks World kicked me in the butt because I hadn't enrolled any more customers or distributors. And let's see, in June, I think I was paid as a Ruby. Interesting. I didn't know that. July, I was paid as an executive. Bummer. I lost it. I lost Ruby. So I was paid as an executive July, August. Let's see, September, was I still an executive? Yeah, I was. I enrolled Kara Hunt in August. Kara. But I was still an executive in, September. October, what was I? Still an executive. I was chilling. But I was still bringing in enough to cover my car payment. So I was like, this is cool. And then came October, actually. I said, like, Mom, I don't know if I'm really into this anymore. Like, I'm not sure about this. And she was like, what? This is covering your car payment. And I was like, Mom, you're so smart. It is covering my car payment. I guess I'll keep doing this. So that's October. In October, my paycheck was $340. Between October and December of 2015, I went from executive, being paid as an executive, to an Emerald. That's what a lot of you are trying to do. That's what I did. My paycheck didn't go up like crazy because I didn't have a lot of volume, but I did it. I hit Emerald. That was one step closer to Diamond. And all that I knew was that everybody wanted to be a diamond. And there were lots of quotes about diamonds being bright and shiny and made out of coal, and pressure makes diamonds, and a lot of things. And I was just like, this seems to be a theme. So this must be good. I should try to do that. Then I had my best buddy, Kara, who was like, I also would like to be a diamond made out of coal, who is now shiny. And I was like, cool, we should do that together. Teamwork, concepts. So Kara and I worked our butts off from December of 2015 until, gotta switch years, guys. Welcome to 2016. I'm 23. Still pretty stupid, but starting to get on my path. Until my 1-year mark in February of 2016, my paycheck in December was $490. You want to know what my paycheck was 2 months later? $1,694. That's like a big pay raise. I promoted to diamond and earned a big bonus. I was like, whoa. 23-year-old Rachel was like, holy crap. I am essentially rich. I was balling on $1,600 extra, and I was hype about it. Excuse me, you guys. So then I chill at Diamond for a minute. I had just enrolled Amanda Rose. She was the last distributor I needed to go Diamond. Crazy, right? And Amanda Rose was sort of confused for a second, and then she got it and was just like, whoa, here I go. So I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm sitting at Diamond. But then Amanda Rose and Kara were both like, we're going to kick butt. We also are going to be diamonds. And I was like, yes, you are. Get it, girls. So my paycheck went from $1,600 to $2,200 to $2,800. And then all of a sudden I hit double diamond. I didn't even know I was eligible. Literally did not even understand the concept of double diamond. Thankfully, someone messaged me and was like, hey, you're 400 BV from being a double diamond. And I was like, oh, cool. So what do I do? And they were like, you get 400 BV and then you get a lot more money. And I was like, what? More money? What? Are you getting this, guys? I had no freaking idea what was going on. You have at least 4 leaders telling you what to do. You are already ahead of where I was. So then I go double diamond, and my paycheck went from February, it was $1,600. June, it was $3,300. I made $3,300 in 1 month because somebody knew what they were doing and messaged me and said, you're 400 BV away from a promotion. Thank you, Lynn Farr. You're an angel. So that happens. And then, bad news, guys. I lost Double Diamond. Aw, I know you're invested in the story at this point. So I lost it. But, I was still like making $2,000 a month. So that was cool. I was like, it's fine. Like, I've doubled my income. I make more from It Works at this point than I did nannying. So I'm like, I literally just wanted $300 like to cover my car payment, So guys, welcome to 2017. Hey, Rachel's 24. Starting to figure things out. I like knew how to use eSuite at this point. We were messaging because Jocelyn Yates told us to on YouTube. We were getting there. You don't know who Jocelyn Yates is? She's relevant. So we were like, this girl on YouTube who makes a lot of money says that we should message. Kara was like, we should message. I was like, we should. And then I was like, Amanda Rose, we should message. And Amanda Rose was like, we should. Then we just all tried that for a while. It worked. It still works. So then in February of 2017, a year after I hit Diamond, I got Double Diamond back. And I knew what it meant this time. And it was on purpose. Like, I knew what was going on. So that was cool. So my paycheck was the highest it had ever been. Over 4,000. And I was like, are you guys grasping that when I started with It Works? When I started, I was making $450. Well, times 52. $23,400 a year. Literally because I wasn't paying taxes. Like, because I didn't know I was let's not even talk about that. Someone from the IRS might see this. That's not enough money. It's really a sad income. So like I was struggling because I have $80,000 in school loans. I had car payments. At this point, I'd been like, oh, credit cards, that's a good idea. So, I was just like piling it on. $23,000 was what I was making as a nanny before I joined this company. All of a sudden now I'm making $4,000 a month average times 4,000 times 12. $48,000 a year from my cell phone. What? And then I was still nannying. So I was making like $60,000 a year. Whereas before I was making a third of that. That's crazy. So then we go through 2017. A lot of people quit. A lot of people left. A lot of people gave up. Props to everybody on this team. If you weren't on it yet, if you were here, thanks for sticking it out. And I hope that you're seeing the benefits of that now. If you're new, it gets hard sometimes. But in July and August, I had my highest paychecks ever. I made over $6,000 in a month, plus my nanny paycheck, which was a lot higher now. I found a nice family that pays me, legally and stuff. So that was nice. So my paychecks held pretty steady around 5,000, even on bad months. But that's over, now we're in 2018, but that's over 2 years, 2.5 years. I went from making $450 a week. Hold on. So an average of, sorry, I don't do math, so calculators. So I was making $1,950 a month. $1,950 is what I was making as a nanny. In 2.5 years, I turned that into, I'll just say this. Last year, as a 25-year-old, 2017, I'm 25 right now, I grossed over $100,000 as a 25-year-old with a degree in psychology who's a nanny and also works from her cell phone. If you had told me I could do this, I would have laughed at you back then. But here I am. Nobody special. I'm not different than you. My story, my path is probably a little different than yours. Maybe you're a mom. Maybe you didn't go to college. Maybe you know, that's okay. We don't have to be exactly the same, but I'm no better than you, I guess is what I'm saying. No different. I just worked really freaking hard. I knew I didn't want to live in an attic anymore, potentially being exposed to asbestos. That's turned out to be a false claim, by the way. I was not exposed to asbestos, but it was a rumor for a while. I decided I never wanted to not be able to afford to go out to eat if I wanted to. I decided I wanted to be able to buy organic food or higher quality food or name brand food if I wanted it. And I knew that I was the only person who could make that happen. I believed in myself and I wanted it bad. So if you're struggling right now, why do you want it? What's going to be different? Today I paid $218 for groceries. I didn't have $218 for groceries in 2015. I like prayed my mom, or well, it's really my dad didn't buy bologna so that there was be like lunch meat that I liked to like sort of eat, but then like not get yelled at for not contributing to groceries, you know. And now I went to the grocery store and bought the things I wanted, the things I needed, the things Brian wanted, the things Brian needed, the things our 18 animals needed. There's only 4, but it just feels like it's a farm over here, y'all. And I didn't have to like put stuff back. I didn't have to compare prices. I didn't have to stress about that stuff. In 2015, I did a lot. So much so that I like just didn't go because then I'd feel like crap and cry. So if you haven't figured out a reason that you want this, figure it out. Figure it out. I used to like pray that there would be enough gas in my car until I got paid Friday. So I'd have like $20 extra to fill up my gas tank again. Because they would like want me to drive the kids places. I literally had to come up with excuses sometimes that I couldn't because I didn't have gas like in my car. I drive a pretty big car now. Like I drive a Honda Pilot. So like it like has okay gas mileage, but you know, you have to fill that thing up and it's like a big tank. And it's disturbing how much it costs to fill up a tank that big, which I never knew because I never owned a big car. So, but I don't have to like drive around on E being like, come on, fumes, keep this car going, please. Like I just, you know, pop into the gas station and fill up my car. Is that something you stress about? Is that something you worry about? You can change it because I changed it. I'm not different than you. I just wanted it more and I worked harder. So figure out why you want it more and why you're going to work harder and believe that that reason is worth it. Believe that you are worth it. Believe that your family is worth it. Believe that your puppy is worth it. Believe it that paying off debt is worth it. Believe that it's worth it. Okay, so there are some people who have enrolled over 10 customers or, you know, are on track to this month. And we're going to hear from them because, you know, you can hear from me all night and you'll get bored, I promise. I could tell you like embarrassing stories, but that wouldn't be relevant. So you would eventually get bored. So we're going to hear from these other people who maybe they do some of the things I do. Maybe they're like me. Maybe they're 3 years younger than me. Maybe they're 4 years older than me. But whatever they're doing is working because they're enrolling. And I think everybody who's sharing this month is set up to promote. So they're going to raise their paycheck this month. They're going to promote to a higher rank. So they know, what they're doing is working. So I want you to hear from them. I'm going to start with Brittany. Brittany, hold on. Let me figure out how to unmute people. Okay. So these people are just going to talk for a minute and a half. Not too long. Just going to spit it out. They're going to tell you who they are, where they're from, why they joined It Works, and, that kind of thing. I'm not like checking off. So you do you. And then say what you're doing every day to work your business or to enroll or to at least get potentials. What are you doing? So if you have been feeling like I don't know what to do, get a piece of paper. 5 different people right now are going to tell you what they're doing that is working. Get ready. Okay, Brittany, Hamp. Introduce yourself.
Hi guys, my name is Brittany Hamp. I am an Emerald. I hit Emerald last month and I hit the $5,000 bonus and I'm about 350 BB away from hitting Diamond. And yeah, I know, I'm so excited. And my mom is actually hitting Emerald. I work her account, so I'm getting another $5,000 on top of that. I am 23 years old and I am from New Jersey. And if anyone does not have time for this business, it's me. I'm a medical student. I am a full-time nanny. I have a full-time boyfriend, and and we just moved into our new apartment. So that was the original reason why I wanted to join It Works, because I was set on having a stainless steel appliance kitchen along with granite countertop. And if you know anything about Jersey, their rent is very expensive. So rent around here is around $2,200 a month. So that's what we're paying, and it's freaking nuts. So I have enrolled 24 loyal customers so far this month. And how I do that is I follow around 200 to 300 people every single day, no excuses. I wake up an hour every single morning earlier than I have to, just to work my business. Even if it's 5 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm always doing that. I message 25 in the morning when I wake up for an hour. I message 25 in the afternoon. If everyone has to pee eventually, so I'll take a bathroom break. And then I message 25 before bed, and in between during lunch, I'll answer all my messages, and I post around 4 or 5 times a day. And that's it.
Brittany, how many, you didn't mute. Okay, good. You're still muted. How many people have you enrolled this month? How many distributors? How many loyal customers?
I got 1 distributor and 25 LCs I'm focusing on promoting. So
it's the 15th of the month, you guys. She signed 25 loyal customers. That's
I have 2 more going in, so I'll be up.
2 more going in tonight, so 27.
Yeah.
Sounds like she's doing something right.
I try.
Humble opinion. Okay, so is it Ari? Is that how we say that? Is Ari? Okay. She doesn't have a voice. I'm sorry, Ari. I've never spoken to you directly, so I didn't want to mess up your name. She has lost her voice. Sorry about your voice. I mean, she has it. It's not missing. She's just, without it in this moment. She's so sick. I'm so sorry. That's the worst. Hold on. I have a screenshot of what you said, so I'm going to find it. Sometimes I wish I was organized. Okay, are you guys ready? She says, hi, everyone. Sorry, guys. I have a bad cold and I lost my voice, but I just wanted to share my story with you. My name is Ariana, I think. I'm 27 from New York. When I joined It Works, I was a full-time student who also worked full-time just to pay off my tuition, student loans, and other simple bills. It Works has allowed me to cut back on the amount of hours I work. I have more time to study, travel, and do the things that I want. Some of the things that I do daily are post at least 3 times a day. I try to follow and add as many people as I can daily. I usually do it in increments throughout the day, 20 people every 20 minutes or so, 20 people, she breaks it up. I set a goal for myself daily on how many people I want to try to message. My minimum for the day, like my minimum goal is 50. So every day I try to outdo the number I did before. So she's using herself as competition. She's using herself as motivation. Like she is competing against herself. It's really good and cool. What I recently started doing is using Host to Post. If you don't know what that is, message one of your uplines and they can explain it to you. She went back to her hundreds lists, and when she first started, the people who had ignored her or left her on red, she would send them a message. She's sending them a message and asking, like, not will you be a product tester or will you buy product or will you be a distributor? She is saying, you know, will you post a status for me in exchange for free product? So thank you. I'm so sorry you're sick. I hope you feel better. How about we hop over to Myra? Let me unmute you, Myra. Give me one sec. Let me find you. You're welcome, girl. I hope I did it like in an okay way. Okay, Myra, you should be unmuted.
Hello. Okay, you can hear me. I'm Myra. I'm 20 years old. I'm a college student, but right now I'm taking a semester break because my school basically messed up everything of my life. I joined It Works in November 2016. I took a break like 3 months into the business because I was like, this is too hard for me, which was crap because it's not hard. And I look at it now and I'm like, I was really dumb. But what I do every day, and I know that everyone has a hard time like signing people, and it's because we wait last minute to sign like 50 people to get all this BB. And what I've been doing is I've been setting a goal for myself of just one LC per day, and I've had 15 now, and it's the 15th day. So one customer a day, and if I get two, I'm like, cool, that's more, but one customer and I don't go to sleep until I sign it. And if I do, I'm like really mad at myself. Usually I like sign two people. If I didn't sign someone before, I sign them like in the morning because they decide to message me back in the morning. But I think setting that small goal for yourself instead of overwhelming yourself with, oh my God, I need to sign like 4 customers so I can be commission qualified at the end of the month at like the 31st before midnight. Like that's so hard, guys. You need to give people time to think. So definitely just I've been messaging like 45 people per day, and sometimes it doesn't happen. Like sometimes I take breaks. Like if I'm like, oh, I signed 2 customers yesterday, I'll probably like, take a whole break today just because I need breaks in my life. I don't like always being on my phone. Sometimes I just want to chill. So definitely just setting a goal and not giving up on it. Talking to everybody. I really don't interact on my Instagram, which I know a lot of people are like, oh, you need to interact, but I don't do it that much. So I actually just post stories. And I get so many people that I message and they're like, oh my God, like I've been looking at your stories. Like I always see your posts, which I don't post that much either. So my stories have been really hitting people because it's me speaking to them. It's not me just posting something, a long paragraph that they have to read through. I hate reading. So like me, if I were them, like I would just like it and keep scrolling. So getting on your story, just talking and getting more comfortable with yourself. And I know there's people that are like, oh no, I can't. The doorbell's ringing. Babe. The doorbell. I know there's people that really don't want to get on their stories. They're like, oh, I look ugly, or like my voice is like this, my voice is like that. Get over yourself. I thought I was ugly. I thought that my voice was ugly, but I was like, you know what? I've listened to many people, many successful people, and they were like, in It Works, and they were like, I was going live, I was doing videos, I was doing this, and the only reason they become successful is because they showed people that they were people themselves, that they knew what they were talking about. It wasn't just sending scripts. Right. So yeah, just start out with one customer per week. start out with that if you're struggling. 1 customer per 2 days. Like, just setting yourself up for success is going to make you successful. Don't be hard on yourself, because sometimes people have bad days too. I have my bad days, but I can have my bad days, but my Instagram, it's not going to look like that. Or I'm not going to put that I'm not going to give that energy to somebody else, because that's just a no.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love that, Myra. Thank
Mhm.
you. Okay, we're going to hop over to Haley Stradner. I'm going to unmute you. Give me a sec. And Myra said that she has enrolled 15 customers this month. So essentially 1 for every day. Sounds like she's doing something right. Haley, there you are. Okay, you're unmuted.
Okay. Hey guys, my name is Haley Stratner. I'm 20 years old and I am from Portland, Tennessee. I joined It Works because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I was just really trying to help my husband bring in extra income for our son. He was 6 months old when I joined, and I follow 300 people daily. I message at least 100 people a day. I do increments like 20, 40, 60, 80. So it's not all at one time. I do message about 30 PDTs every day to see if anybody would like to join this team. I also been host to posting. That has really been getting my numbers up. I've only enrolled 12, which sounds like little to y'all, but it's a lot to me because I'm only an executive, but I'm about to promote to Ruby. I'm only 264 away, I believe. I post every 2 hours because I feel like that's just what works for me. You have to find what works for you. That might not work for you if you don't post every 2 hours. I mean, and you're still enrolling like crazy. If that works for you. But yeah.
I gotta unmute myself. There's like so many buttons. I should like not put so much responsibility on myself. I get nervous. Haley, thank you for sharing your tips. So she's enrolled 12. Is that right, Haley? I can't see anymore. 12? Okay. So she's doing something right. But have you noticed that Brittany's tips, Myra's tips, Haley's tips are all a little bit different? But here's the common thread. They're consistent. What they're doing it consistently. Okay, hold on. Sorry, my phone. Okay, I don't think my girl is able to get on, unfortunately. Lainey. Hold on, let me find you on my list, girl. Okay. Lainey K, I'm assuming, is you.
Yep.
Hey, you're
Hi, guys. Hello. So I'm Elena, but you can call me Lainey. I'm 24 years old. I'm from New Jersey. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a 1.5-year-old daughter named Remy. I joined It Works because I don't like living paycheck to paycheck. I was a worker my whole life, and I unexpectedly got pregnant and stopped working. So then I was literally just walking dogs around the neighborhood. And then I was also filling out those quizzes online where like you would get like a point or something. And it was just like ridiculous, like just filling out surveys to get like money. So it was just like ridiculous. And then some girl reached out to me who I didn't know randomly to join. And I was really interested in it. And then my fiance completely shut it down. And then a week later, I met Amanda, my upline, and he let me join because he knew, oh my God, sorry, I'm so nervous. Can we just stop this right now? I'm so nervous and I'm just listening to myself talk.
No, you're
okay.
No, you're
Okay, sorry guys. I hate public speaking. I like refuse to take it in college. I like try to go around it completely. I'm like literally just looking at everybody staring at me.
No, you're totally fine.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
No, you're fine.
Basically,
Lainey, what do you do every day to work your business or to run your business?
Okay, so I basically do a lot of work at night, and when my daughter goes down for a nap. I am not a night owl at all, but I literally want this promotion so bad and have literally just been signing people like crazy. So I literally will sit outside on my deck outside in the freezing cold because that's what keeps me awake at night. But I nonstop message people. I go back to messages from 3 or 4 months ago. And if someone opened my message and never responded, I'll unsend it. And resend another message, and you'll be surprised. People that completely ignore me, I've signed up. And then following up. I was so nervous when Amanda was like, oh my God, you have to keep following up with them. And I was like, I feel like I'm going to be annoying, but I'm telling you guys, it's all about following up. Like, it's just, I will literally message someone. I guess it just depends on how the conversation's going, but it'll either be I'll follow up every day until they order. If they said yes, they will order, I'll follow up every single day until they do, or until they block me. Or if they just keep pushing back the day and I'm like, okay, they just keep pushing back the day and making excuses, I'll reach out to them every month or just something like that. But definitely go back into your messages from months ago. And then I'm always I like to follow 20 people every hour or around there because I feel like my algorithm gets messed up and everything kept refreshing for me. And I wasn't getting as many follow requests back. So that is working for me better now. But yeah, following up, I literally can't stress it enough. It's so, so important.
You're right. It is seriously. First of all, thank you. I know it's not easy if you haven't done this before, and you did a really good job. But following up is so huge because, I mean, I think Amanda has the statistic memorized where it's like such and such % sign after this, but I can give you the basics. Like, not everybody's going to sign the first time you tell them about something. Haven't you seen a commercial for something and you're like, oh, that looks cool, and then forgotten about it? And the only reason you remember it is because you see the same commercial again. That's my whole life, guys. Seeing something and being like, that's cool, or I want that, and then forgetting about it. And luckily I watch the same TV channels, so it comes back on again. And I'm like, whoa, there you are again. That's us. We're the advertisement. We're the message. Like if the average human needs to see a commercial, it's like 17 times before deciding to buy something. Why do we think one post or one message, someone's going to be like, sign me up? It's not how life works. Sometimes you find those people and you're like, I think you're crazy, but I love you. Sign on up. But most people are going to take at least 6 follow-up messages. I followed up with people for 1.5 years before they joined. I had to follow up with Kara Hunt for like 8 weeks. I had to make up an email to send her. She wanted an email. She was like 90. Who emails? But apparently I sent an email. I was like, I emailed you? I was like, I'm gonna go find out what I emailed you because I have no freaking idea what I said. And it was actually pretty good. Like, props to me for making that up on the fly. But, you know, like, Kara is really successful in this business. I had to follow up with her. Amanda Rose, who is a mass enroller and really successful in a lot of your upline, I had to, oh my God, like, thank God I was a nanny because we had that in common. I had to, like, I don't even remember. She was like, I just don't know. And I was like, do it. I think I just peer pressured her. But I mean, you know, like, we had something in common. We were a nanny. I used that. Like, come on, girl. Like, if I can do this, you can do this. And now she's going to be a double diamond. Ow, my neck hurts. I'm like bobbing a lot. I'm sorry. When I get into it, I'm like, I'm basically dancing, but I don't know how to do that. So, Myra, you said in the chat that about printing follower lists. That's a tip you missed. I'm going to unmute you real quick. I just want you to touch on it hella quick because I want to end this. I don't want to keep everybody on all night. Hold on. I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay, you're unmuted.
Okay, print your followers list. Guys, this has like 24 pages. And this is when I had 3,000 followers. I'm almost at 5,000. Well, 4,500. So, like, I don't go into a picture of mine or, like, I don't go back into my followers on actual Instagram. I just grab this and then I just message all the people that are on here, and then I go to the next page and then I message the other people. So like, you aren't stressing yourself out with like, oh my gosh, did she like my picture or did she not? I don't like when people say like they have to interact with you first in order for you to message them, because like they said last call, like they already accepted your request, so it's not a cold message. They accepted to be messaged. So just print out your followers list. You do it on Instagram on your computer. It looks like the regular Instagram. Go to your followers, scroll all the way down, highlight them, and then put them into Excel or Google Sheets, and then it comes out like little columns. Then message them and you're set. You don't have to be worrying about anything. So yeah.
That is something that a lot of people do and say really helps them. So if that's like the way your brain works, and printing your followers list and like having that on paper and just like going through and being like, brum, 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 I message them is helpful to you, then do that. That's awesome. So here we are. Rounding up the hour. I've gone over, guys. Sorry. That's kind of my MO. I do that. You heard from me. I know that can be both painful and exciting. I hope it was both, but not painful. Like, I hope you're over it by now. Yeah, I like you. Hope you like me. Awkward. So you heard from me, and you heard from 5 different people who are enrolling consistently and above average, like above the company average, and they told you what they're doing. Did anybody catch the common threads, the theme? They're consistent. They want this. They believe they're going to do it. It's not rocket science. Like, those are all things you can just decide you're going to do. I'm going to believe in myself. I'm going to work my butt off. And I want this. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to show people every day that I'm doing this for this, or for me, or for my husband, or for my dog. I'm doing this. You got to believe it yourself. And then other people are going to start believing it too. They're going to want to be like you. They're going to want to join you. But you have to believe it first. The chat's blowing up. Excuses will not get you to emerald or diamond. Excuses aren't going to get you anywhere. So I don't want to hear anymore that you're trying if you're not doing the things that we say will get you to be successful. If you're not doing those things consistently, you're not trying. End. Period. Statement. Fact. Take responsibility for yourself. Be honest with yourself. Take responsibility for your actions and your business and your life. And change it. I want you to change it. I want you to feel what it's like to be a double diamond. I want you to make $4,000 plus extra a month. I want you to pay off debt. I want you to be able to buy your kids those toys they deserve. I want you to be able to go vegan and buy organic groceries if that's what you want to do. Figure out what you want to do and fight for it. You're worth it. All right, you guys, that's all I've got. Ooh. I just pressed a button. Sorry. Okay. Thank you for taking the time to be on with us. Thanks for listening. If you have questions, concerns, comments that don't involve swearing at me, please feel free to message me. I'm on Facebook. So are you probably. All right. Thank you guys. I'll see you all soon.